Hey, what's going on, guys? Josh from TrailBuilt. We're out here at Moab, Utah at Easter Jeep Safari 2021. We're at the vendor show with Icon Vehicle Dynamics. It's been an absolutely awesome time, and we've been hinting at the Icon Impact Armor that we wanted to show you guys and get a little bit more into detail about the Icon Impact Armor. So what did we do? We brought in none other than Shad Kennedy from what used to be Crawler Concept, now working for Icon Impact Armor, and he's going to go through some of the advantages with the Icon Impact Armor with you guys. So if you are looking for armor for your Jeep, truck, whatever it is you got, make sure and check it out on TrailBuiltOffroad.com. So getting started with Shad. Now Shad, you are the developer, designer, you are the guy when it comes to Icon Impact Armor. You're the go-to. You know everything about this, you've been designing this, you've been putting it on Jeeps all over the country, even world maybe. Yep. So if you could, give us some insight, like what is it exactly that really separates the Icon Impact Armor from some of the other armor that's out there on the market?
Well, to be honest with you, I think first of all, we are enthusiasts. We use it. So when we go to develop a new product, whether it's a front bumper, rear bumper, rockers, skid plates, whatever it is, we don't just want to make it look good. We want it to function. So what is, when you're Jeeping, the last thing you want is your armor to hold you up from going up an obstacle. High and tight lines, creating minimal, making sure that your 40-inch tires aren't going to cut your tire when it's at full stop and full turn articulation. So real world experience tying into what we consider some of the best manufacturing processes in America.
And I would absolutely 100% agree. We've been able to watch and see the JT, the Gladiator that you guys can probably see behind me here. We've been able to see this thing perform out on the trail, and there is no doubt that you've scraped up the bumpers and the rock sliders underneath, and they have not held you up one little bit because they are nice and high and tight. Not to mention, they're built super sturdy. I mean, these things took a beating. It was impressive. We thought this thing's gonna be mangled metal, right? But it wasn't. It just took the beating and kept on going. So what is it with the strength of the steel? What is it that you can tell us about it that makes it so strong?
Back to just, there's so much that goes into making a product strong, as you say. And most of it is in the design and how the metal is formed, whether it's in a press brake or if it's a weldment, how it's welded, how it's ground and sanded to get the finish. So there's a lot to that. So when you go and you actually start a project, anybody can make something look cool, right? You see it all day long in the Jeep world, you see it all day long in the truck world. But really tying that all together is the experience of many people, many years. So the steel, is a huge thing. American-made steel, true 3/16, 1875 steel. There's gauges out there that vary from 156 to 1875, and a lot of companies will tell you it's 3/16, but when you get your calipers out, it's not.
Yeah.
The American-made steel has some different properties in the steel than some of the less expensive options out there.
There's a lot to be said too with the metallurgy, right?
Absolutely.
Because there are some metals that are formed from steels that just aren't as good, don't have the grade A quality that some of the American steel has to it. And you can see that in the Icon Impact Armor, that these things are made from the good stuff. I mean, when you drop this Gladiator on some of those ledges out there, and it was like, ooh, it was one of those reactions.
Right.
And you look at the steel, you look at the rock sliders and even the bumper, and it's like, man, these things barely even, they have a scratch, but they're not dented, they're not twisted, they're not bent, they just took it. It was impressive.
And with tubing specifically, just because it's round and it has a diameter doesn't mean anything. There is so many differences in. So our tubing is specifically drawn over mandrel, DOM. It's 120 wall on our bumper stingers. Probably a little heavier than it needs to be, but when you do need to use it, it's going to be there for you.
It's there, yeah. It's doing what you want it to do. Yeah, exactly.
And most of these things are designed to protect your Jeep from damage, right? So when I said it's a little heavier, or it's maybe, it's not this aluminum lightweight thing that is a big trend, and there's places for it on every vehicle build. But when you want it to be there is when you've slipped off of an obstacle and it's an uh-oh. You want your product, your armor, to protect you and to protect your vehicle. And that's why building them with the correct, in my opinion, materials, and you will have protection like you've purchased. And typically with the American-made armor, most people look at us as the price level is too high. So a lot of times we are their second purchase. They've already tried the less expensive knockoff stuff that comes from overseas, and they've realized that it's not armor.
Trial and error.
So they did go through the body shop, and then they had to buy the stuff that has been designed and developed over 15 years to protect your resin.
Yeah. So that they're paying for it even more by not just going ahead with the Icon.
Absolutely.
And Icon has a reputation. I mean, people that know Icon know they're a really great quality, superior product. Their suspension has proven it. Their Icon alloys are just killer. So it's no surprise that, when they at one point decided they wanted to get into the armor part of the off-roading business, of the vehicle business, it's no surprise that they called Shad up and said, hey, we need a really great bumper and arm and rock sliders, and that's how you end
and
up.
likewise for me, like if I could hand-pick a company that I wanted to bring my stuff into and develop endless stuff with, would have been Icon because of their reputation and what they've done over the past.
Yeah, really great quality, great company to work with. So we're super excited to be out here. We definitely appreciate you, Shad, for letting us know a little bit more information about the Icon Impact series. I mean, we're going to be pushing this thing everywhere we go because we've seen the proof. It's the proof in the pudding how well this stuff holds up. It is absolutely incredible. We definitely appreciate you being on camera with us, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to check this place out a little bit more. We got some more wheeling to do, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you are looking for that Impact armor or Icon vehicle dynamic suspension or even the Icon alloys, definitely make sure and check out our website at TrailBuiltOffroad.com. Other than that, I think that's all we got right now. Shad, we definitely appreciate you for joining us, and stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, thumbs up to like the video, and guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt. This is Shad with Icon, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.